Central. They have won 7 of their last 9 games. Pat Riley concerned about the play of the Hornets, who have stepped it up as of late. Earlier we talked with Pat to get his impressions of this Charlotte club.
Well, they're on a real roll, and they're playing extremely well. One of the things we're going to have to bring tonight, we're going to have to show some real resolve and resiliency coming off back-to-back games and not having much time to prepare. But in this Hornets nest down here, you cannot turn the ball over. You cannot allow them to get a lot of layups and easy shots. You got to get up on Curry and on Johnson and making sure they're not getting comfort jumpers. But for the most part, I think the key to tonight will be turnovers and how we rebound the basketball on the offensive board against them.
And it will be Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing on the opening tip. Mourning is playing with the cracked thumb on his left hand. And Mourning goes right to it. He line drives from the baseline.
Mourning at 6'10", control the tip.
That pass thrown by Starks, intended for Ewing, so it will be Charlotte ball. Hugh Evans, Hank Armstrong, Bruce Alexander are the officials. Kendall Gill for Alonzo Mourning. Remember the game in New York back on the 10th of December. Alonzo very over-anxious to do it against his friend Patrick Ewing. As a result, his shot selection was not good, and he was only 7 for 19, forcing shots. He did score 22 points, had 17 rebounds. The Knicks were beaten in overtime. That's the first home loss of the season for the Knicks. And then at the Garden in late January, as the Knicks turn it over again, the Knicks avenge that loss. Here's Bogues, and he's fouled. Basket won't count. Foul committed by Greg Anthony. That second game at the Garden, the Knicks dealt the Hornets their biggest defeat of the season, 114-91, the final.
Well, Pat Riley just got finished giving us the keys to the game, and he mentioned the fact that turnovers would be so important, and already the Knicks have 2. In their first meeting, where the Hornets shocked the Knicks out of that home winning streak in early December, the Knicks had 24 turnovers in that game as they tried to run the game at a quick pace, and they turned it over, so they better slow down in that department right now.
Hornets with a 2-0 lead. And Bogues stays back to apply pressure to Anthony. Starks guarded by Gill. Smith with the step, then lost the dribble. Bothered by Bogues, and it's a 3-second violation.
Well, the first problem was that Charles got the ball, turned around, saw Mourning, and then went into hesitation, and then proceeded to lose the ball.
Mourning felt some contact. Mourning.
Tremendous pursuit by Mourning. Boy, is he determined.
Hornets 4, the Knicks nothing. Anthony, he'll have many open shots because Alan Bristow has chosen to go with Bogues as the player to bother Ewing on the double-up. And here's Mourning.
I love his shooting form, Marv. He looks like a real good shooter form-wise.
6-2, Charlotte. Mourning called for a goaltend. The basket counts. Patrick Ewing receiving credit.
Ewing getting down low and getting that deceptive one-handed shot up quickly.
David Wingate tried to go to his left, but had the lane closed by Smith. That's Wingate. The Knicks coming off the wipeout of Dallas last night as Starks has tied the game. The Knicks and the Hornets at 6 apiece last night at the Garden. The Knicks with that 16-0 run in the first quarter broke it open. They led by as many as 38. It was extensive garbage time throughout. Hubert Davis was the high point man. He had the hot hand. Here's Johnson, and Oakley with the rebound.
Played well by Charles. It was a tough shot by Johnson.
Ewing with the reverse stuff. Beautiful lead pass, and Ewing beat the Hornets down court.
That he knew exactly where he was made that so beautiful.
Knicks 8, Hornets 6. 3 minutes gone by. Here's Wingate. Well, David Wingate in the face of Patrick Ewing, his one-time teammate at Georgetown. Ewing was trying to help out. Now Ewing establishes position again, bothered by the double team. It's Wingate coming over. So the Knicks have some open people, and Charles Smith not able to take advantage.
As you mentioned, Marv, Ewing will see lots of double teaming, whether it be from Bogues or from the forwards. So the Knicks have got to get some kind of reliable perimeter shooting to do well.
Muggsy Bogues for Larry Johnson, isolated against Charles Oakley. Tried to squeeze his way through, and he drew the foul.
One of Johnson's toughest moves is his fall-away jump shot. However, he has chosen to fake fall away and then come in underneath. And with the width of his body, it is almost impossible for him not to draw contact. And he certainly spends a lot of time at the foul line.
Charles Smith was called for that foul. Johnson, a 78% free throw shooter. NBA Player of the Week this past week, averaging 25 points, 3 points above his average. Rookie of the Year last season. He exceeded even Coach Alan Bristow's expectations. And the ball goes back to Charlotte.
Well, two of the best players in the NBA as far as assist to turnover ratio going at each other. Bogues, who was the best, by the way, and Greg Anthony has really excelled in that department, but Greg was forced into that turnover.
Hornets 9, Knicks 8. 4 turnovers by the Knicks, and we're coming up on only 4 minutes gone by in the game. David Wingate extends to an 11-8 Charlotte lead.
Boy, bonus contributions by Wingate. He starts, but he usually doesn't play very long. He's already hit 2 field goals. Ewing
from deep. And Johnson and Oakley came together. A loose ball foul charged to Oakley.
Old Spice leaders, assist to turnover ratio. Bogues is number 1. Greg Anthony number 3, and the improved, surprising Avery Johnson number 2 of San Antonio.
Avery Johnson, obviously the point guard that the San Antonio Spurs were seeking.
What that means, of course, is 4 assists plus in the case of Bogues to every turnover he gets.
Starks with the rebound. Knicks look to run. Charlotte got back. Starks takes to the hoop, and it's a goaltend once again on Mourning.
Marv, that looked like a good block. Mourning was there quickly. That's from this angle at half court that we're sitting in. However, the official has a much better angle in close. Mourning was really quick to that. Another angle at it.
Lonzo very upset. Wingate saves it. Starks with the steal. 2-on-1. Anthony puts the move on Bogues, and it's rejected by Kendall Gill.
That looked more like a goaltend. Nice move here by Greg Anthony. Looked like the ball was hanging there on the way down.
Mourning breaks up the pass play.
5th turnover.
Bogues accelerates, leads Wingate. The Hornets 13, the Knicks 10.
Boy, Charles Smith better get a presence out here now.
The Knicks take a timeout. 5 minutes have gone by.
No, no.
Larry would be knocked out.
Oh, no, I can't accept it.
Hornets lead by 3. It's all skills, John, not just size, physique. Here's Oakley. Yes, Charles Oakley hitting from long range, and the Hornets with a 1-point lead. Perhaps you should be a boxing promoter. You look on the court, all you see are heavyweight matchups.
Oh, the mailman? Oof.
Mailman would go down to the first round.
Oh, I can't buy that. Shape. So many of these boxes don't have the shape. Not to mention
Anthony.
Charles Oakley. Got to get him in there, too.
John, are you having a stream of consciousness conversation with yourself?
I didn't want to leave Charles out.
I see.
Oh, Anthony Mason. How can I forget him?
all first-round KOs.
Oh, I can't buy it.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Kendall Gill and Greg Anthony picked it off. Oh, nice feed, and Starks was fouled by Wingate. A beautiful pass from Anthony.
What made it so terrific, though, was Starks' speed. I mean, he committed himself to a full blast out on David Wingate. He got the ball. He ran himself into this play. Absolutely ran himself into it.
John Starks, like all of the starters last night, coming off a restful performance. You see Anthony with that whip pass to Starks, who was accelerating. John last night played only 18 minutes. I would think he deserved the time off after the 50-plus minutes of service against Orlando in the triple overtime on Sunday afternoon. Starks hit on both, and the Knicks have taken a 1-point lead. Mourning wheeling it. Ewing did not go for the head fake, and Mourning forced. Ewing played him perfectly.
That's what Mourning did in New York in the first visit. He forced so many shots, and that has been a bit of a problem if there is a criticism of him. And what a nice roll to the hoop by Charles Smith after that fine lead pass from John Starks.
Knicks 18, Hornets 15. 6 unanswered points by the Knicks. Larry Johnson quiet to this point. Beautiful fadeaway.
Unstoppable.
Start Kendall Gill with a quick release. Knicks with the ball, down by 1 again. Starks racing and draws the foul. John Starks in this first quarter appears to be several steps ahead of everyone. He's really put the speed on. He's been able to take advantage. Curry was called for the foul, and Starks, and he hears it from the crowd. Ewing with the drop step goes right back at him. And the Knicks lead 21-19.
Great response by Patrick.
6 points for Ewing. He's hit 3 of 6. Here's Gill moving to his left. Rebound is hammered home by Mourning.
Patrick Ewing lost track of Mourning for a split second.
8 points for Alonzo Mourning. Game tied at 21. Here's Ewing with the hook shot. Yes. Oh, I know you love that shot.
That's a very tough shot, that jump hook shot.
In this first half, Mourning up front now with Gaddison and Newman, Curry and Bennett at the guards. Oakley guarding Mourning. Now Mourning played by Smith. Rebounded by Oakley. Saves it, but Gaddison on the recovery. Whoa.
That really advertises the lack of mental presence of Charles.
Starks, yes, a three-pointer by John Starks, and the Hornets now lead by 3. It will be Charlotte ball. Timeout is being taken by the Hornets with just under 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Newman eluding Rivers and hits off glass. What a move by Johnny Newman, who was complaining that he was fouled. Hornets 47 and the Knicks 42. Rivers for 3. Yes. Doc Rivers hits from downtown, and the Hornets are now possessors of a 2-point lead. Charlotte led by as many as 8. A couple of three-pointers helping the Knicks get back into it. One by Starks, one by Rivers. Gaddison had it in the second quarter. The Knicks with the ball now down 51-45. Rivers once again hits the 3. That's his second three-pointer of the quarter. Knicks have hit 3 from downtown. Doc Rivers only 26% from three-point range coming into tonight. And the Hornet lead is down to 3. Newman. And let's see what the call is here. Johnny Newman with the opportunity off the offensive board. The officials confer the ball was deflected out. Last touch by the Knicks is the call. and the Hornets get a new 24. Bogues and Gill now in the backcourt. Mourning, Johnson, Newman up front. Here's Mourning. It counts, and the foul. Foul committed by Ewing, his second, and Alonzo Mourning got the call on the continuation.
Now you'll see Ewing trying to step out of the way so he doesn't commit a foul. He went soft on that play, yet he was called for the foul, was mystified by the result. Mourning stayed with it right through. Patrick still can't accept it, but Mourning showed some determination, made a great move.
And Alonzo is 5 for 5 from the line. Bogues knocks it away from Rivers. Alan Bristow continues to go with light pressure.
Rivers enjoying a 13-inch height advantage over the man guarding him, Muggsy Bogues.
Mason.
Not a rebounder in sight for the Knicks.
Well, Mason rejected by Mourning. Bogues for the trailer, Johnson. Rebound, Mourning. Hornets lead 56-48.
Mourning's quickness is a major problem for the Knicks big men.
Ewing rejected, but that will count. And Alonzo Mourning hits the floor and is fortunate that a technical foul was not called. That could be interpreted as showing up the official.
Yes, Ewing not protecting the ball. He's got to rethink that move with Mourning. He's got no protection with his body when he takes that shot.
Foul on Mason, tripping up Newman. Newman will go to the line.
That's okay, that move against Jaminski or guys who don't jump high in defending, but Mourning skies and is so quick.
So Johnny Newman extends to a 57-50 lead.
The big change in the defensive posture of the Hornets now is their shot blocking because of the presence of Alonzo Mourning.
Hornets by 8. Just under 3 minutes remaining, first half. Ewing. And a loose ball.
Two name.
Mourning from deep. Well, Gill setting up Mourning. And the Hornets now lead 62-54. Alonzo Mourning, 6 of 11, 17 points in all. Another Knick turnover. Here comes Curry. Bogues with a look away for Gill. Mason on the rebound. In this first half, Alonzo Mourning has outplayed Patrick Ewing. Ewing is 5 for 10. He has 10 points. Greg Anthony is back. Anthony and Starks now in the backcourt. Here's Ewing. Hornets 62. And the Knicks 56.
That was a great example of inside-outside basketball for the Knicks.
Oh, look out. Mourning hurt his hip. He was inadvertently hit by Ewing. Curry. Rebound Gill. Ewing did not want to commit a foul. Anthony delivers to Mason.
Mason wisely recognized he had no teammates to rebound the ball had he shot it, and he showed good patience.
John Mourning looks like he's hurt. He's playing with a cracked thumb. He landed on his hip, and he's in pain. Mason, yes. Hornets 62. The Knicks 58. Remember that first game in New York where Ewing took a shot in the chin accidentally from his good friend Alonzo Mourning. So Patrick inadvertently returning the favor here. Shot clock down to 5. Johnson spinning in, called for a traveling violation. Ewing with the drop step, beautiful move, and the Knicks are now within 4. Patrick Ewing with 14 points. That double pump, and it counts. What a shot, and the foul. Oh, spectacular move by Patrick Ewing. Ewing. And a loose ball foul. And Starks in the backcourt. Anthony working against Bogues. Starks slicing in. Oh, he did it with the... They isolate Larry Johnson with Charles Oakley. Kendall Gill getting down low. So he's hit his last two after missing his first six, and the Hornets with their biggest lead of the night.
Boy, is Gill quick at 6'6".
And John Starks very quick with that release. 17 for Starks, 74-67. Charlotte with the lead. And the call made away from the ball. Starks and Gill face to face, having words. Now was Gill pushing Starks, and let's see how Hugh Evans handles it.
But you know, Marv, Starks is asking for it. Gill said some words to him. Starks was walking up court, stopped in his tracks, invited Gill into that. And John loves that kind of conflict when he gets another player rattled. He wanted more.
Double technicals called on John Starks and Kendall Gill.
Starks just, fell into the trap. If he kept walking, nothing would have happened.
Anthony got position, then surprised Smith. Wingate. Oh, good play by Oakley, knocking it away. Here's Wingate, stolen by Anthony. Starks with Bogues back. Tipped home by Oakley. Nicely done by Charles Oakley. Hornets lead 74-69. Here's Mourning going to a crossover. It counts and a foul. Foul on Oakley.
What a beautiful mobile move by Alonzo Mourning. Crossover, as you say, and then up for the running one-hander. He's hit hard, but makes the shot. Another angle at this 6'10" man in motion. Alonzo Mourning putting on quite a show here in Charlotte. He's not going to shoot it.
10 on the shot clock. Starks, yes. And more Hornets. Wingate stopped by Ewing. Johnson for the follow.
Well, the Knicks have two players out there doing anything at the offensive end, Starks and Ewing, as mentioned moments ago, and until that changes, it's going to be very easy for the Hornets.
That will count. Another goal on the front line. Starks and Anthony in the backcourt. Ewing off a double team is called for steps. And that was caused by the double up by Bogues, who reached in. A traveling violation gives it back to Charlotte. Turnover number 16 committed by the Knicks. Here's Bogues in a collision with Ewing, who was shaken up. Bogues lost it.
5'3" Muggsy Bogues caused a lot of problems as he drove the middle.
But Muggsy powerful, and he caught Ewing on the hip.
Yes.
Knicks down by 11. Ewing. That time Mourning held back. Ewing got the step. Mourning did not want to pick up a foolish foul. He has three, as does Ewing. 9-point Hornet lead. Johnson backing Oakley. Starks got a piece of it. Gill. Rebound, Johnson.
He's just quicker. He's just quicker than the Knicks front line in a loose ball situation around the basket. With all that power, there's such speed with Larry Johnson.
Hornets 86, the Knicks 75. Mason bottled up. Oh, what a play. Wingate for Gill. David Wingate over the head to Kendall Gill, and the Knicks call a timeout. It's a 20-second timeout. Hornets with a 13-point lead. 2:37 remaining in the third quarter. Here's another look as Mason had it knocked away, and Wingate does the rest.
See what the Hornets are doing so well throughout this.
Salt Lake City will make his 9th appearance as All-Star coach Sunday. And this is a Knicks club that coming into tonight had won 8 of the last 9, record of 33-16, and they have been severely outplayed by the Charlotte Hornets.
Knicks was so proud of their 68-point effort in the first half last night against Dallas. Meanwhile, Charlotte had 64 here at the end of one.
Another three-pointer by John Starks. Starks with a second three-point field goal. It will be Charlotte ball. Substitution, Del Curry from Muggsy Bogues. 3:29 to go. In the third, the Hornets lead 88-78. Bogues with 6 points, 6 assists. Morning regrouping. Here's Morning, that's a force. And Anthony comes up with it. Very few bad shots, though, have been taken tonight by Alonzo Mourning.
He is so incredibly active. Now, Greg Anthony has no interest in shooting the ball. He's distributing it, but he is not making himself a threat offensively either. He's gone the other way a little bit too much.
By John Starks with 24 points. And the Knicks are now down by 8. Wingate, played by Mason. Shot clock at 5. And a call against the Knicks. And that's frustrating because the Knicks had forced Charlotte down to 5 on the 24, and then they are hit by...
Reminds me somewhat of Sunday in Orlando, Marv, when he was asked to take a lot of shots, or certainly helped himself to 36 shots, but it became a John Starks and Patrick Ewing show, as it is here again tonight.
Although here, as Johnson hits again, he has 22. Starks is 8 for 13. So he has not been out of sight. He's hit 2 from three-point range, and he's also spent much time at the free throw line. Ewing and Starks have scored 20 of the Knicks' 24 points here in the third, make it 22 of their 26. Ewing cuts it to an 8-point Hornet lead. Minute 35 remaining in the third quarter. Gaddison, it counts, and the foul. Playing the clock, down to 10 seconds. 1 second difference with the 24. Ewing, yes, and down by 5 with the ball. Rivers had it knocked away by Bogues. Pat Riley staying with the 3-guard alignment. Ewing, yes.
There it is. A gorgeous hook shot by Ewing.
8-0 run by the Knicks that goes back to the third quarter, and they are within 3. Charlotte led by as many as 13. Newman got the step. As Newman missed both. Starks for Ewing.
Oh, what a great look by Starks.
And the Hornets now will talk it over. The Knicks have moved within 1. 10:48 remaining in this fourth quarter.
This great teamwork moment is brought to you by the team of Canon Technology and MC.
That was broken up. Mason recovers. Here's Davis. Yes, and the Knicks lead by 1. Hubert Davis gives the Knicks a 96-95 lead for Hubert, his second field goal. The Knicks have come back from a 13-point deficit. The Hornets have not scored in 3.5 minutes, 12 consecutive by the Knicks. Now Mourning lost it. Rivers with the steal. It's a 3-on-2. Rivers on the exchange for Starks, and the Knicks have increased the lead to 98-95.
What presence by Rivers, unselfishly giving that ball up. 14-0 run by the Knicks. Ewing and Rivers on that last turnover worked together beautifully.
Last night they had a 16-0 run, their best of the season, but that against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, Larry Johnson stops the run at 14 straight. The Knicks lead 98-97.
Rivers calling out power now.
The three-guard setup has worked for Pat Riley. Ewing, yes. Patrick Ewing with 31 points. Curry for three. Rivers knocked it away from Johnson. Starks met by Mourning. Three-point attempt. And it went over the top of the backboard. It will be Charlotte ball. Here come Kendall Gill, David Wingate, Del Curry, and Johnny Newman sit down. So 14 straight points by the Knicks. Over 3 minutes and 42 seconds has given the Knicks the lead. They were down by as many as 13. Larry Johnson with a power move, and for Ewing. Ewing with the driving hook. He has 33, and the Knicks now lead 102-99. Well, Patrick Ewing has come up big once again in a matchup with a sensational rookie center. Mourning. Alonzo Mourning with 32. He had the edge over Ewing in the first half, but Ewing has turned it on here in the second half. Knicks 102, Hornets 101. Ewing drawing the double team. Shot clock down to 6.
Knicks spreading out the floor well now.
Starks off balance, not a good shot. 24-second violation.
Nice recovery by Mason. He did his best, but the ball didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock kept ticking.
Now the crowd trying to lift the Hornets. 23,000 on hand. 177 consecutive sellouts here at the Coliseum in Charlotte. 7.5 left in the game. Johnson shooting over Mason. Hornets not taking good shots here in the fourth quarter. And Rivers and Gill battling for that loose ball. Foul is called. Foul was called on Rivers.
Yes, the Hornets are taking the easy way out as the Knicks' intensity on defense has picked up. They are going to the fading fall-away jump shots.
Combination of Ewing and Starks accounting for 63 of the Knicks' 102 points. Wingate played by Davis. Back door, and Johnson could not make the play. That pass slightly off. Starks with a terrific play and then spins, and a foul is called. A goaltend may have been called. Let's see. Alan Bristow very upset.
Wisely contained himself and walked away from the officials. Starks with some effort and some spinning move here.
Yes, the basket counts, and a foul. So Starks gets credit. Bristow was upset. Mourning was upset. And Starks will go to the line.
Marv, we're witnessing conditioning right now by two players on the Knicks. This man, Starks, and Patrick Ewing. They've been working very hard throughout this game. Now it's at its most intense, and they seem to be up to it.
33 for Starks. Wingate was called for that foul. Knicks now lead by 4. It's their biggest lead of the game. Three-point attempt for Bogues. Charlotte shooting has been way off. Rivers beat the Hornets down. Starks with the follow. 35 points for Starks, and the Knicks have opened up a 6-point lead. Johnson lost it. The steal by Rivers. And it was knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Hornets. And the Hornets have crumbled here late third quarter and early fourth. So John Starks with a season high 35. Patrick Ewing has 33. That's Del Curry getting set to check in as the Hornets take a 20-second timeout. 6:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Knicks with that 14-0 run to turn this game around. Hornets led by as many as 13. At the half, they led by 6. Right here, let's go to Bob Page at the MSG Sports Desk.
Of two of the top teams in the NBA going at it at Chicago tonight. That's Michael Jordan with the ball to Scottie Pippen. Look at this pass to Stacey King. Bulls lead Utah 42-25. Now it's 52-39 at halftime.
Thanks, Bob. Well, the combination of Patrick Ewing and John Starks with 43. This is unbelievable. 43 of the Knicks' 49 second half points. Knicks 107, the Hornets 101. Starks with 35, Ewing with 33. Here's Starks penetrating, gets it back to Ewing. Shot clock at 5. Ewing goes short. Rebound handled by Mason. Anthony Mason has been on every loose ball.
Something the Knicks didn't have in the first half.
Ewing getting inside, beating Mourning. And the Knicks now lead 109-101. 35 for Ewing.
Another sparkling pass from Starks.
Gill. Kendall Gill went left, he was stopped, he went right, and he hit. So the Knicks lead is now 6. They double up on Rivers. Knicks staying with the 3 guards. They have been successful with this combination, along with Ewing and Mason. Ewing to the running hook. Last touch by Ewing.
Knicks have gotten great leadership from Doc Rivers. Came in late third quarter and has retained that position now.
This is now a career high for John Starks. Rivers reaching in, and a foul is called. Foul on the Hornets. They try to get it back. Doc Rivers with an alert play, and then he took a shot. Following the All-Star break, the Knicks back at Madison Square Garden next Tuesday night. They go up against Christian Laettner, and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be on hand, starting with Knicks game night at 7. Patrick Ewing and Pat Riley headed to Salt Lake City for the All-Star game. It's the first All-Star coaching appearance for a Knicks head coach since Red Holzman got the nod back in 1971. Game played in San Diego. 9th appearance as All-Star coach for Pat Riley. Just under 5 minutes left in the game. Here's Ewing. Yes, what a performance by the combination of Patrick Ewing and John Starks. The Knicks 111, Hornets 103. Ewing has hit 17 for 28. He has 37 points. John Starks career high 35. And Mourning now has 4 fouls. Johnson getting inside. Ewing did not want to pick up his 4th. Knicks by 6. And the Knicks staying with the same combination. Rivers, Davis, Starks, Ewing, and Mason.
Knicks are getting sense in their offense, it seems, every time down court now.
Back comes Bogues. Bogues and Curry and Gill now in a 3-guard setup. Alonzo Mourning with 34. The Knicks 111 and the Hornets 107 in what has been an excellent ball game.
Mourning has tied his career high now.
John Starks with another gorgeous shot cutting across the lane. He has 37. Starks is 12 for 20 for the field. 11 of 13 from the line. Knicks with a 6-point lead. 3.5 remaining in the game. Curry. Del Curry. Three-point Nick lead. No, they say it's a three-pointer. So it is a 113-110 Nick lead. Davis for three, yes! Hubert Davis with another big shot. Rookie doing it back in his home state. Hubert Davis with only his second three-pointer of his NBA career. Starks play the deflection. 39 for Starks.
Ewing have been unbelievable throughout this game.
And they have combined for 53 of the Knicks' 60 points. That is incredible. In the second half, 76 of the 118. Aside from Ewing and Starks, nobody else in double figures. Gill for three. While the Hornets hang in, Kendall Gill got off to a slow start, but he's come on. The Knicks now lead 118-112 in what has become a shootout. 2:20 remaining in the game. Starks for Ewing, who beat Mourning. Patrick Ewing from John Starks. Ewing has 39, and the Knicks now lead by 8.
What execution, what a pass. John Starks looking right over the defense. Ewing kept going, and he knew it was coming.
Well, the Hornets were about to start up court, and an official timeout. Apparently a problem with the clock that is being handled by the official, Bruce Alexander. We're down to 2:19 remaining in this fourth quarter. John, you'd have to go back to the Knick record books and research it thoroughly. I'm sure John Cirillo and Dennis D'Agostino back in New York will be on the case to find a scoring rundown similar to this one, where only two Knicks are in double figures, with Ewing having 39 and Starks having 39, and basically no one else getting on the board as Johnson is fouled. Oakley with 8, Rivers with 8. Doc hitting a couple from three-point range, but the imbalance is most unusual. Larry Johnson to the line, who's fouled by Anthony Mason. Also, it is unusual to have two players score that many points on one night. Here we have Starks and Ewing with 39 apiece. And they have done most of the scoring for the Knicks, as you saw in the second half. Knicks have come from 13 down. They now lead by 6. Starks stepped out of bounds. He went behind the back, but he stepped out. A break for the Hornets.
Another look at John Starks coming up court. That left foot going out of bounds. I would say, Marv, he's allowed an imperfection after this performance.
He has been sensational. He was forced out by the defender. He's being forced to the sideline. Gill beat the defense. Could not hit. Rebound Mourning. Rejected and a foul. Rivers raising his hand. If it's Ewing, it's number 4.
It's important now because of his great outside shooting ability, particularly with the three-point shots.
Johnson with the spin. And an offensive foul called on Charlotte. It will be Nick Paul. Foul on Mourning, that's his 5th.
Rivers continuing to run the offense so well for the Knicks as they look for Ewing inside more and more.
Here is Ewing. Yes, the Knicks 122 and the Hornets 115-41 for Ewing. Curry for 3. Rebound Ewing. We are down to 1 minute remaining in this fourth quarter. You know, it's hard to measure conditioning and stamina as Ewing goes to the hoop and hits again. 43 to shoot. Now Davis does shoot with 5 on the shot clock. Rebound Johnson. 28 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 8. Here's Gill for 3. Mason on the rebound. 20 seconds left. For the New York Knicks, a very fine way to approach the All-Star break. as Starks runs it down to 10 seconds left. A come-from-behind victory. The Knicks were down by as many as 13. And that will do it. The Knicks over the Hornets in a terrific effort. 124-116. And Pat Riley showing the enthusiasm. You rarely see that, so you know that this game had a lot of meaning. A come-from-behind win. It was sparked by the play of Ewing, who finishes 20 for 32 for his 43. Starks 13 for 21. And the Knicks just ran away from the Hornets in the second half, and they approach All-Star break at 34-16. We'll be back to recap in a moment.